Enigma audience feedback. So generally, my target audience was female, as I go to a female college, and in the premiere it was just mainly females. There were a couple males, but I can't find any audience feedback performed by any men. So generally, the people. Well, I asked how old are you, and I found out that most people are around the age of 17 to 18. I've seen here 18, and when I asked which conventions could you identify from the Enigma trailer, a lot of the responses were there was dark lightning and knives, scary music, uh, there was build up of suspense, a relationship. It was a psychological thriller. Um, it wasn't exactly the answer I was looking for in some of these answers, but it allowed me to understand what people were looking for in a sense and what people had seen generally within the trailer. And to be honest, the responses, I feel like I'm satisfied with them because it did come up as a psychological thriller, and that's what we were aiming for. The next question was, what was your favorite convention scene within the Enigma trailer? So again, there was mentions of the audience liking the dark lighting along with a creepy element. It was also said that it like the person like our audience liked the flashes and different scares which created suspense. Um, Also the music and the text on screen. This is all great. However, I just feel like personally our trailer could have had a lot more improvements if maybe we had better quality cameras and just better gear. And we experienced quite a few difficulties in a sense that our MMaker, our the drive in which all of our documents were saved on kept on crashing, and there was just a handful of problems. But generally, I am happy with the product. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well thought out do you think the Enigma trailer is? So this person gave a 6, another gave an 8, another gave a 7.5, another gave an 8. There was 1 9, 1 5. So this generally shows that there is room for improvement, but generally it's at the higher end of the scale, and there's not very many negative. Well, yeah, there aren't very many negative. There isn't a lot of negative feedback, and yeah. So then I asked, which horror genre do you think this trailer fits best? And there was one psychological, there was one thriller, psychological thriller. So yeah, generally, as you can see, most people have identified the genre, and thus I think myself and my group have created a good trailer, and the audience is able to identify the genre quite easily, and yeah. The next question was, what do you think was enticing within the Enigma trailer? Um, there weren't very many responses. There was one, the storyline was interesting, another, the situation, um, the screaming darkness, and the pace. This shows me that the audience is looking for common conventions used within the horror genre, such as darkness, flashes, for fast-paced movement, for suspense, screaming, all of these things. Then I placed the question of which improvements could you recommend for the Enigma trailer? One said it was a little confusing, Another said that there could be more build up, more use of music, and yeah, and more context with the arguments between the couple. And so this just shows that I need to, maybe next time while creating a trailer, myself and my group need to think more of the storyline rather than the shots that we're getting. And also we need to, in my opinion personally, I think that we need to improve on the lighting that we use, because generally we kept on running into the problem of those, it was too dark and we just had to retake quite a few clips, and I think this consumed a lot of time, and if maybe we didn't have to retake these clips, we would have had more time to do the editing. The next question was, how well on a scale of 0 to 10 do you think the magazine and poster link with the trailer? So we got 1-9. It says it has the same font plus the person on the cover. We got another 8. There was no reason for that. 9 out of 10. Elijah shows what everyone else sees. Calm Elijah shows what everyone else sees. Red Elijah shows what Victoria has put him through, or has to put. Oh, Red Elijah shows what Victoria has to put up with. And yeah, another 7, mentioning the color scheme.